Hey, so this is wild news. And actually, it's also my first video about anything horror movie related. So I usually don't care too much about horror movies, but I do really dig the Halloween series. Check this out. Bloody Disgusting is a website that normally gets their facts right. And they have reported that Halloween 2 and Halloween 3 are probably, well, at least they're talking about putting them out not a year apart, but a few weeks or about a month apart. So this is crazy. They're really looking at having them come out in basically the same month next year. That one would come out in probably early October, and the other one at Halloween is what it sounds like. I think this is a really bizarre and unique and very risky fucking move. So first of all, I mean, this is, we gotta point out, this is literally the third incarnation of Halloween 2. Really, it's kind of the third, in a way, right? We had Halloween 2 way back after the very first original. Then we had Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. And now, really last year's film, which they just called Halloween, kind of is Halloween 2. It didn't really make sense that the sequel to Halloween is Halloween. So in some ways, that's Halloween 2. But anyway, we're getting into Rambo territory with the names and the numbering and nothing really making sense. But that aside, Halloween 2 and 3 are coming. And they're seriously looking at putting them out in within a few weeks of each other. The way I see this, I don't think this has ever been done before. I think the closest was with, I think like Back to the Future and another franchise too. I can't remember what. They'd put out 2 and 3 in the same year, like within 6 or 8 months or so apart or something like that. But to put them out in this short amount of time, I'm really curious to see what you guys think, because this is a really weird concept. Would people really do this? Like, if you go see Halloween 2 and you think it's okay, or even if you think it's pretty good, are you necessarily going to want to go 4 or 5 weeks later and see a sequel right away? I mean, if you weren't thrilled by it, wouldn't you kind of feel like, nah, I'm not really in the mood for 3, I'll wait for video? In that case, if that happens, everything is on Halloween 2. Like, the success of both projects, both films, are really on Halloween 2. That's a lot to put on Halloween 2's shoulders. And as much as I'm assuming Blumhouse is just looking at how well this last one did last year, and they're thinking, hey, that made a lot of money on a small budget, so therefore people want a 2 and a 3. I think they're forgetting that movie was kind of a big deal because they brought back Laurie Strode again, even though we've seen her killed off on screen before. That was a big deal. We hadn't seen her on screen in almost 20 years since Halloween Resurrection. So it had something to that film that really brought back people that weren't really hardcore fans anyway. I don't know if they're going to get that again. I hope so, because I think the franchise is cool. But you're asking a lot just from Halloween of last year to have done well enough to now support 2 sequels that back to back. To me, that's fucking nuts. That's a risk I wouldn't want to take. Even if they think they've just got gold in Halloween 2, it's asking a lot to get people to come back right away. But anyway, I'm super curious. I think this is a really interesting thing. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. If it's a good idea or a dumbass idea. Like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. Appreciate you guys. I'll be back soon with a new video.